Can they hear us right now?
They can hear us right now. They can hear us right now. If you ever stop saying it, I might hit you. The first stream you don't say that is the stream where I hit you.
Yeah.
The question is, do I wait for the camera to roll before I hit you, or do they just hear?
You're just hitting me so much that you can't tell where the camera's
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. Where did the hitting start? Where did it end?
Hey! Happy Memorial Day.
Cups up, Mems.
Cups
Mems
up.
Day, MD.
Mems Day. Woo!
Mammals Den. I work at a place, and there's a place called, it's the acronym is MD.
Oh,
Memorial
okay.
Day Mammals Den. I'm doxing
That has
them.
nothing to do.
It has nothing to do with it. MD,
But
Mem Day.
But hey, you know what? The whole purpose of this podcast, we're Brotherwife, a band that's also a game show.
I don't know if you guys just saw this recovery.
That happens to have a podcast. I'm gonna choke you. I'm gonna
almost
choke you. The thing is, I was gonna say it is part of what we're doing because we're bringing our life
to you,
into your world,
into your world,
into your world,
and that's the right way to do it.
We're trying to establish a catchphrase.
He's a good man.
Why didn't you say your podcast portion?
Fuck! I'm so sorry. Listen,
I gave you the layup you asked for.
Oh,
he asked for a layup and then he just drops the ball.
Welcome, Hollow Jest. It is the motherfucking
What
Brew
is
on
up?
Mondays. Monday, Memorial Day.
Baby, you're gonna
Den.
remember this brew.
Mammary
dicks.
Memory dicks. It's the only way
Sorry,
to go.
guys. I'm not usually crass like that.
Oh,
but-
wait. Check this out. Mammary damn.
Memory damn.
Memory damn.
Okay.
Mammary glands are like boob stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah, they're boob stuff.
Boob stuff. The thing, there's a lot of language out there around body parts that really
Sure
kind of
is.
turns you off, like mammary gland. That doesn't buzz me up. That doesn't.
That
flip
makes
my
me
bean.
feel like there's an elephant somewhere. Like a mammary gland. I don't know why.
Yeah, it also could be like, I'm imagining it's in like a kind of like a future sci-fi video game. Like mammary glands are the currency.
Yeah.
There's like some kind of like scourge creature that's like taking
Right.
over the world, but they're easy to kill.
Yeah, and they lower it down to MGs.
Yeah, MGs.
Could you please spare an MG?
MG for the pool.
Get an Astro job.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh my
Arizona
God.
mother pleads guilty to murder, child abuse after 6-year-old son died of starvation.
Oh, they actually killed one.
They did, yeah. Elizabeth Archibek reportedly reached a plea agreement with prosecutors this month. Her son, Deshaun Martinez, weighed just 18 pounds when he died in March 2020. 18-pound 6-year-old. That's pretty fucking small. That's literally just your organs and bones and skin. And maybe a couple teeth.
Yeah, a couple of teeth.
That's
at that
like...
point.
That's
That's
really...
Lupin, who is 1.5 years old, weighs 23 pounds.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
a
God.
6-year-old that weighed like 35% less than Lupin does.
Holy shit.
That's
crazy.
How?
So these are the 3 arrested after the 6-year-old is locked in the closet, starved to death in Arizona. Yeah. We like to show the people that do the crimes,
the
folks.
people that do the bad things, they get to.
We don't show the victims because
Unless
that's
they're
just
really-
unless there's a reason.
Unless there's a good reason.
But yeah, so that's the folks there. For the audio listeners, they look like the world's worst mariachi band.
I'm imagining the reason he got put in the closet is because he fucked up on maracas. Timothy,
We're gonna close you in here until
there's
you learn
plenty
rhythm.
of Hispanic food out here. As soon as you get a little bit of rhythm.
As soon as you get a little bit of oomph.
Well, that's just really sad.
God damn.
6-year-old.
A makeshift memorial for a 6-year-old child who died of starvation in Flagstaff. That's a really... Okay, did they have to say makeshift memorial? They could have just said memorial.
I mean,
They're
but
like,
show him the memorial.
I mean, they're shitting
Show him
on the memorial. I mean, a memorial is a memorial. I mean, you have what you have. Like,
I mean,
it's not the best memorial, but
I feel like if they say makeshift, it takes some of the sting out of the viewer going, that's the memorial?
Okay,
You know
I
what I'm
see,
saying?
right.
I hear where you're coming from.
the NBC's
It's
actually
grotesque.
looking out for
but
you.
yeah, I think they're like, give them a break, guys. Their cousin just starved to death in a closet.
An Arizona mother has pleaded guilty to murder and child abuse charges stemming from the death of her 6-year-old. Elizabeth reached a plea agreement. She will be sentenced later this summer. The terms of the plea agreement state that she will not be eligible for probation, and if sentenced to life in prison, she will not be eligible for any kind of parole or work release. That kind of makes sense.
I'm just surprised they didn't use nope.
Yeah, they really should have used
Will
the
she
nope
be?
to-
Will she be available for probation?
Nope. Will she be? Will she be starved in the jail? Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
We lost it.
We lost it. She was charged along with the boy's father, Anthony Martinez, and grandmother, Ann Martinez. Wow, it's a family affair. The cases were being tried separately. An autopsy found the boy had died of starvation in March 2020. Authorities said he had weighed just 18 pounds, well below average for his age. Thank you, NBC.
Well.
Thank you.
Well.
The boy's parents initially attributed their son's malnourished state to a medical condition. That's funny. And to
Yeah, he's medically horrific at fucking maracas.
And to ingesting diet and caffeine pills. The boy just will not quit taking stacker twos.
Jesus Christ. B-drills, baby. B-drills all
Eventually,
day. Stacker
they
two.
told police they kept Deshaun and his older brother in the closet for 16 hours a day. God damn. And gave them little to eat. The brother survived. Police said the boy's confinement was punishment for stealing food while the parents slept. Wow. Man, okay. That's a weird sentence to end on.
Yeah.
Stealing food.
Is there any video? Is there a video of them? I just want to hear
Is there a video
her
of them
describe-
stealing food?
Is there a video?
I mean, maybe they're just here. Okay, let's see here.
That he's still remembered.
They didn't have to know the boy
It touched me, coming from a parent. I have a 6-year-old.
to feel the impact of what police say happened to him.
Probably the saddest thing we've ever had to deal with.
The flight staff
Who are these
will be
people?
in shock and in mourning after
Well, that's the thing. You don't have. I mean, if you're
small
doing this to your
boy
kid, just like we discovered, the last couple weeks, like,
inside this apartment
don't let the kids out.
The child
We've got
was
another
Yeah.
rule.
extremely
Don't let the kids die.
It looked like a-
Don't let the kids die.
There's a
this
fine
is just a bunch
line.
of people being sad. I don't think
Yeah.
we're actually going to see the nitty gritty here, folks.
We're not. This is useless.
Yeah.
I want to hear the mom explain how. I just don't understand how you can get to like, oh, today he moved 2 inches across the floor. Oh,
Right,
today he moved
right.
1 inch across the
Well,
floor.
the thing is, that he was drinking all the mom's strawberry milk. And she was getting upset because she has special strawberry milk that she buys special.
Yeah.
And grocery outlet only has it sometimes. So
Well,
when
and
it's,
EBT does not. You can't buy it with EBT.
you can't buy it with EBT. So when you get that milk, it's
only
kind of a big deal.
You have to spend drug money on it.
You have to spend drug money on it.
Yeah.
So-
Although they are working on rolling it out an EBT for meth plan I heard about.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
nice.
EBTM.
Oh, EBTM.
Yeah. EBM, Emergency Benefit Methamphetamines.
That's great.
What
You
does
know-
EBT stand for? Do you know?
Benefit something edible benefit treats.
Okay.
What was I gonna say though? Oh well, yeah. Adderall. Adderall is kind of a weird meth for kids.
Yeah, it definitely
Adderall's
is.
kind of a weird meth.
It definitely is.
Yeah, I remember one time I was on Adderall, or sorry, Ritalin rather, when I was like 7, and I think I told you this story, but my mom ended up just like looking at me one time, and I was just, a fucking 7-year-old on Adderall, and she just looked at me and she goes, "You are so high right now." I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, this is
Am
before
I?
Urban
I don't
Dictionary
know.
too, so you can't be like, help Urban Dictionary. What does high mean?
Right, and I'm
does high
7.
mean?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't even know what to do. I'm like, I
A
literally
7-year-old today would
I
know what to
literally
do.
would like to watch Blue's Clues.
Yeah,
like that was
that's-
literally my head state where I was at 7, which is a little bit later. I know Blue's Clues was made for like 3 to 6, but when you
You
have
fall in love with Blue
you
and
fall in love
what
with
was his name?
Steve.
With Steve.
Steve.
Good old Steve-O.
God, it was a fun time. That motherfucker could draw.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not stating anything that's like avant-garde here, but he could really draw.
He could really draw.
He
could
made
really
it.
draw.
He made it seem easy to draw.
Yeah.
That's nice. Did you watch Blue's Clues?
I watched some Blue's Clues, but
Okay.
I was more.
wasn't a big deal
It
to
wasn't.
me.
It wasn't a big
I
deal
watched
to
it
me.
before school.
Okay.
It was like it was like my morning
What were
routine.
big? What were big? I don't remember what shows were big for me.
Oh, wait, okay. Well, Franklin, Little Bear.
No. Oh,
Little Bear?
A little bit of Little Bear. I had a little bit of Little Bear.
Little Bear. Yeah, and then he had this shoddy Emily. He was trying to get with her. They it was a budding love interest. Emily and Little Bear.
Rule 34. It's out there.
Sure.
Rule 34.
Oh my God.
Little Bear just fucking balls deep.
Berenstain Bears, Arthur.
I saw a little bit of Arthur.
I didn't really like Arthur, but that was like what my friends whose parents were good let them watch.
Yeah. I think I watched a lot of kind of weird stuff for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
my
fucking
favorite thing
Red
ever
Dragon
was like
and Hannibal Lecter shit.
Yeah. Hannibal Lecter for an 8-year-old. No
There you
dice.
go. But
No
what
dice.
cartoons did you watch?
That's the thing. I can't really remember. Some Rugrats. I watched some
Oh, Rugrats.
Rugrats.
That's a classic. That's a classic. Yeah, folks, comment below what your old OG cartoon cuts are. I mean, we got Cat Dog.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We've got fucking Angry Beavers. I didn't watch that one a lot.
Angry Beavers
but
was solid.
It was solid.
That's what blows me away is there's all these shows. There's shows that teach kids how to be good people, and there's shows that teach kids how to become drug addicts.
Yeah, like Ren and
that
Stimpy.
are like willing to kill.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy was one of my favorite shows, and it shows.
I missed the mark on that. It came. I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't like. I was a little bit too old. I felt.
Okay, here's what I would love if there's one thing.
Or a little bit too young, rather. A little bit too young, rather.
Okay,
Go ahead.
yeah. Here's one thing that would mean a lot to me if I got this out of the brew. If anybody else has fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
yes, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That's another one that it actually scared me. So
yeah,
it
was like kind of like not.
He had like a fucking hole in his tooth, and that was a lot for me.
So much body horror. In that. So much body horror.
Eustace.
Eustace was great, and he was fucking pretty much evil.
Was
he? Well, yeah.
I didn't know what the situation was. I know Eustace didn't like the dog.
He tried to kill Miriam a couple times too.
Really?
He always got possessed and shit. Yeah, he was
possessed.
Possessed, exactly.
Possessed, air quotes, possessed.
Yeah,
this motherfucker.
Yeah. But so Ren and Stimpy, they made a fucking Sega game for it.
Wait, really?
That was co-op, 2-player.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a platformer.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
And
they were making games
and
about
it was
everything.
grotesque. It was the best fucking game I played until I was. I mean, it's top 10 games I've ever played in my life.
Really?
So if somebody is watching this stream,
knows the Ren and Stimpy
and played
Sega
the fucking
game.
Ren and Stimpy Sega game, please hit me up. Let's get together. I'll get a 6-pack of Natty Ice.
Yo.
Put on a lot of body spray, and we'll
Let's
play some Ren and Stimpy together. Don't look in the backpack though.
Don't look in the backpack.
Don't look in the backpack.
You're doing bro rape?
Yeah, bro rape. Yeah. It's all black dildos.
It's classic.
It's all
classic.
black dildos. Yeah.
Man, Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's Lab.
Yeah. That was one of my OG faves.
What was the Gundam? There was like the Gundam hour. Like you remember? It wasn't like a Gundam show.
Toonami.
Toonami.
That was when I turned the TV off.
Really?
I could not fuck with that animation style.
Really?
Yeah. Something about the anime just really did not sit right.
All the light
except
beauty-
for Thundercats.
Thundercats.
But go ahead.
There was the more adult, the more mature it got, the more interesting it was to me because it was like this is kind of like and Toonami. It was late at night, so they were like these are some older kids probably
right
or some kids that are gonna be bad anyways. Yeah, they're fucked. They're either starving to death in a closet, already dead, or destined to become drug addicts.
Right. So we'll show them whatever the fuck we want.
Whatever the fuck we want. Whatever we want.
God
yeah,
damn, Toonami. More
Toonami.
like Poonani. I don't know.
Like
I'm gonna make sure these doors are closed.
They aren't closed.
Okay. Well,
We got a dog invasion.
We got a dog. We got a cat.
The cats have to get out.
The cats have to.
The cats are a no. The cats are a no go. There's one cat.
Stuck in between two worlds.
There's 2 cats. There's the dog.
It's like, when do I stop
Cowboy
Max
Bebop.
from drinking water? Folks, can you hear Max drinking water? I feel like they probably could.
I think you can hear Max drinking water. Can you hear a dog drinking water right now?
Folks, can you hear a dog drinking water? Because that's what we're bringing to you on the brew. No more lo-fi girl. Just sounds of various animals drinking water.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to get a chinchilla drinking water, ideally.
God, if my chinchillas just could have drank a little bit of water
God.
19 years ago, they wouldn't have died. I had 2 chinchillas. I went to camp one summer, and my family was supposed to watch my chinchillas, and they let them starve to death and eat each other. I came back.
You're telling the old chinchilla bit.
Yeah, the chinchilla bit. I came back and well, you're on dog evacuation duty. I'm like, I gotta keep this, and then you bring up the chinchillas. It's an easy segue. It was not a hard one to do.
Cowboy Bebop. I did not watch that. Again, anime for me. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it.
It's so funny because. It's so funny to me that like WWE worked for you, but like anime didn't. Because to me, they're both kind of a similar thing. It's like one's an Americanized version, like aggrandizing like very simple emotion sets, and then like creating deep storylines based on them.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what anime really is about, like doing what is right?
Sure.
Like, oh, okay, here's a WWE wrestler. He is a good man,
and then he's the bad man.
Thing.
Right.
Here is the bad man, and then and adding complexity to it. So there's honestly, I see like this kind of weird similarity between the two.
Yeah.
But
that's an interesting point. Very insightful point.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
What I didn't like about it was literally the animation style.
You literally
I
just
just
didn't like
couldn't.
the animation style.
One of the things that really upset me was when like fucking characters would get exasperated and there'd be a big like sweat drop.
A sweat drop or like the fuzzy
really
cloud
did
thing?
not like the sweat drop.
Sure.
And then their eyes got all weird and it was like
Yeah.
I was just like, this is really, really, really unsettling.
You know what? You've always struck you always things that are not real enough. You're like,
Yeah.
this isn't the real world.
Yes.
This has no use case for me.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
And then you're literally like, this is unuseful.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like categorizing. I'm like, I can't latch onto this because it's make believe or something. But wrestling, that's something that's real.
Yeah.
So that's why I can latch onto it.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I remember when I learned it wasn't real. I was fucking heartbroken.
I'm sure.
The rug was pulled out of my entire
How old were
existence.
you when you found out?
Oh, I mean,
I hope you were a little older.
For me, it was like Santa Claus, because like I kind of was like, I believe, I don't believe, I believe, I don't believe. So like somebody told me wrestling was fake when I was like 8, and I was like, no.
Fuck you.
But it was in the back of my mind,
Literally,
and then
fuck
by
you.
the time I was like 13, then I
Okay,
was like,
okay.
but I had been really watching. I mean, because I remember my mom would say like, oh, I wonder how they always know that the matches are gonna end for the show to end at 10 p.m. exactly.
And so your mom was like, I'm not gonna
Right.
hold his head in the toilet bowl,
Right.
but I'm gonna give him some breadcrumbs. I'm gonna give him a trail
And
of
that was
crumbs.
really the thing that was like,
That is a good point, Mom.
yeah, that is a very
fucking
good point.
pretty good point.
Because they're always slugging it out, but it always ends in time for Becker.
Yeah.
So, so we know that.
Oh my god. Yeah. You know what? We latch on to what we latch onto, and then it
Yeah.
shapes us, and then we're broken humans.
We are broken humans. But god damn, wrestling was so fucking cool in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Trying to
The
think-
Rock, man. The
What?
fucking Rock. Come
Nothing
on.
got my rocks off like that.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing
got your rock stuff like that?
No, I just
There's
didn't get-
not even that's not possible.
You think that's not possible?
You were such an excitable, curious guy. Like
I
what?
was, but I didn't get like hooked on like a thing like that when I was a kid. Like
You
I
were-
wasn't
you
like
would dabble.
Power Rangers.
Right.
Or, like,
Oh,
it was,
I
like,
loved Power Rangers.
It was
when I
like this.
You didn't have one.
And from an early age, I started to like go into this internal world, like Legos. Once I could build Legos, I didn't fucking want to watch TV anymore.
Sure.
It was like from a young, I like not to but like that kind of like
No.
weird
Go
entrepreneurial
ahead.
thing.
Go ahead.
Like no, like I was always interested in building my own thing instead of like consuming another thing.
Right.
And it just felt it literally, and it's not like I was like, I'm 4 years old, like I will be a pioneer. Like I just felt better to me.
Sure.
It felt like I got more dopamine when I made something
Yeah.
than when I saw something that was made. And
That's the real deal here, folks.
that's changed. That's changed a little bit recently, but still, it's like just the act of creating is like the most rewarding thing
Yeah,
for me. You know,
100%.
it's like it does. There is a period of time where it's painful, where you're like, I'm stupid and this is bad.
Wait,
but,
really? What do you mean?
Oh, just when you start breaking into a new thing that you're making, like you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How do people like what? Like I love watching these art instructables where it's like, you know, like the ones you showed me the other day where they have like a big paintbrush that's like this wide,
God,
and then they
this is
put
so
like
cool.
drops all over the canvas, and they go shh. And
There's
it just
this
turns into
amazing
beautiful
artist on
thing.
Instagram that just uses a bunch of paint and a squeegee, and they just really make beautiful stuff. I don't know if you'll be able to find it easily.
Yeah.
don't know
I
if
can
you'll
just
be able to find
I can just whack at it while we go.
He's
Although
whacking
I
at
lose.
it.
I lose
You
my
lose
focus.
exactly,
I do lose my
exactly,
focus.
exactly.
This is why we need Shane. If you're on right now, this is why we need you to fucking help us out, because we need somebody to fucking look shit up.
We need somebody to look shit up. I mean, we can look shit up. I mean, here, I'll do it. I'll do it and I'll hold, because, you know, that's just, I watch wrestling, so I'm an entertainer.
He's an
you know?
entertainer. He's an entertainer.
So
I'm
yeah, it's
one
this
track.
it's this really beautiful thing on Instagram, and it is a paint squeegee, and it is really, really amazing, honestly.
It's super fucking cool. And we could literally do it. I've got squeegees out here. Oh yeah.
Look at that, folks.
Let's give him one.
Look at
more.
that,
Let's
folks.
see another one. Watch this,
How about
guys.
this?
Fucking watch this.
Is that? I mean, and that's just one of the normal ones. Like
I'm
they
sorry.
do some
I'm
real
sorry.
cool
Okay,
shit.
let's say $350. I'd pay $350 for that.
If it was in the right frame, yes. And if
Yeah.
I was in the right frame, yes.
So I'm looking at how many dots did they put on there? It probably took
I mean,
14 minutes to put those dots on there.
it's wild. It's really wild. A little bit more news.
Absolutely.
2
More
killed.
dead kids.
1 in critical condition after wrong way crash on I-75. Jeez. The news was there wasn't that much this morning.
Really?
It was a lot of like shit that was like
I was
white
gonna
supremacy
say, this is...
or like foreign people getting elected.
We aren't doing white. We aren't doing.
We're not
white
doing white
supremacy
stuff.
anymore.
We're not doing fucking all the. If we're gonna stay to mostly non-controversial shit, so we can just live our life.
Excessive violence. Yeah. We're trying not to get canceled, and it turns out
it's a lot harder than we thought.
So far, violence is people really like violence.
2 people died and 1 person was critically injured after the vehicle was struck by a wrong-way driver. Flint Township Police
I like
said.
that's like a wrong-way driver.
Right, yeah,
sounds like an album.
Right.
Wrong-way driver on the wrong side of the road.
Right. Really quick, this is a total tangent, but did you know that Ray Charles did a bunch of fucking heroin? Ray Charles was like mad heroined up, and then he wrote Hit the Road Jack. Could you imagine just being on heroin and writing Hit the Road Jack?
That's a pretty good place to be.
I mean, what's the problem? You know, you're black, you're blind. It's like 1950.
How long did he live? He had a long life, right?
Ray Charles?
Yeah, he had a long life, I think.
Let's see. I'm gonna say he was 78 when he died. Ray Charles died in 2004.
Not as many years as you'd think. 57? 50...
let's see. Can't do quick math here. 73. Oh, what did I say?
I think, did you say 78 or 74?
I think I may have said 73. Maybe not.
No.
Folks, comment below what I said.
Somebody's got to keep track of this motherfucker. Right?
He died at his Beverly Hills house, surrounded by family and friends. That's what.
Here's what we learned about drugs today. Do them and write good music and then get sober.
Actually.
Do them and then get sober.
Anyway,
the thing going for Ray Charles though is there wasn't fentanyl back in his day.
There wasn't fentanyl,
and
that is a big concern.
That's a big concern. They weren't spanking meth and fucking everything in their mother and cousin.
I really wish.
Okay, here we go.
Police said alcohol is believed to be a factor for the wrong way driver's role in the crash.
Driver on the wrong side of the tracks.
I mean, it's just all there is ages. Police said a 43-year-old man driving his vehicle southbound in a northbound lane of I-75 near Beecher Road, then collided head-on with a sedan.
And what sound did it make? It went.
It really did.
Boom,
the thing is,
folks.
The occupants of the vehicle, 24-year-old Flushing woman and 31-year-old Mundy Township man, were pronounced dead at the scene. It's fucked.
So wait, the guy survived though? The driver survived? It sounds like he survived.
2 killed, 1 in critical condition.
You never want that. You never want to be the one that's responsible for a crash that bad and then survive, in my opinion.
Bro, I think you're right. I think he literally... Yes, the driver is in critical condition of the sedan that was hit, and the other people died. So, yeah, I think 1 person is in critical condition, the other 2 are dead, and then the driver, I think he went to Barbados. I think he's actually taking a nice little vacay.
Tomatoes in Barbados.
It's been rough for him. One time I was on the road with a friend, shout out Cody, and we were about we were like 12, we were like 13 years old. We were young. We were driving with his dad.
Okay, his dad was driving.
His dad was like... Did you ever, like, see someone's dad growing up and you were like, whoa, dads can, like, be like that? Like, his dad wasn't particularly shitty, but I just remember his dad one time fell asleep in front of the TV, laying on his stomach. Wasn't a fat man. Laying on his stomach, and he had a carton of strawberry ice cream. And I, like, came into my friend Cody's house. His dad was on his stomach, sleeping in front of the TV like a toddler with strawberry ice cream.
There's something really important about him sleeping on his stomach for you.
What?
There's something.
Well, because imagine like a little boy sleeping on their stomach, like looking up at the TV, like kicking their legs. Like that's essentially what this grown man was doing.
So, Dad, if you're on right now, I'm gonna throw you under the bus here. I'm so sorry, but
fuck, did your dad do that?
Dude, he would be sitting. He would be sitting back. He was not laying down on his tummy.
That changes a lot of fucking things.
It does change a lot of things. When you're laying down on your tummy, it's almost like you're like ready to fuck.
No, he was not ready. He was ready to like eat SpaghettiOs.
Okay, fair enough.
It reminded me of very toddler-esque mannerisms.
Sure. My dad loved gummy bears. My dad loved gummy bears, and he would have a huge fucking bag of Haribos, and he would be eating his Haribos, watching something, and he would kind of slowly.
I mean, on the couch though.
On the couch.
That's fine. You just had a
don't
long
lay
day
down
at work.
on your tummy.
Don't lay down on your tummy, and don't leave a carton of ice cream out as you sleep.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks. If you're trying to get into Jeff's good graces, do not fall asleep on your tummy when being a father with a tub of ice cream.
As I am a child.
As he is a child. I wouldn't do it today. I wouldn't do it today either.
Right?
I wouldn't do it today
either.
If
I came in
and I was on my... and I am a father.
I would be like Tyler fell off of the back of a truck.
Yeah, Tyler fell off the back of a
truck.
Tyler
took a conk on the head from his excavator.
The Brotherwife, you'd finally send the dissolution letter.
I would send the I would send the DL.
We've got a I don't know if I'd call it a joke. I think I'd call it like a trauma reliving itself continuously.
What do you mean?
We always joke about sending each other the dissolution letter.
Oh, sure.
So if you ever hear us say like, hey, I'm gonna be sending that tomorrow morning,
yeah.
that means we're sending the dissolution letter.
Right.
The band is done.
It's really deep. There's a lot that goes into it. Rather than diving into that, I'm just going to mention.
Is there another animal in here again?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Running a live broadcast here, folks.
Running a live broadcast
here. So I'm with my friend Cody. He's got a bad dad. His dad was formerly in the military, and so we are driving to the base, and something happens where he's like, oh, fuck, I gotta turn around or whatever, and we're driving. He just flips a bitch on a two-way highway. Like, he's just not thinking. He flips a bitch on a two-way highway, and we are literally just barreling towards a semi-truck. And then he just nonchalantly goes, ah, shit. And then just fucking veers over into the grass median of the two-lane highways. And then he just fucking writes his course and just does this, like, dad, like knows he really fucked up, but like he's just like getting angry about it and just kind of shirking accountability or whatever.
Yeah.
So then a cop is like in our back and he fucking ends up pulling us over after we like cross a certain bridge because the dad was
Are you still backwards on the highway?
No, we're not. We've righted. We went into the median and then now we're righted, but the cop was like seeing everything from a distance, so caught up to us, and then the guy was like, oh, is this cop gonna pull us over? Is he not gonna pull us over? And then after we crossed the bridge, the cop pulled us over, and the cop was like, yeah, I wanted to pull you over, but that's not my jurisdiction, but I saw what you did. I think he gave him a ticket.
Wow.
It was crazy. And it's funny because I actually got in contact with Cody like last year. We hadn't talked to each other in like 10, 12 fucking years.
How's his dad doing?
I don't know how his dad's doing, but I asked him if he remembered that, and he was like, yeah, I fucking remember that shit, dude.
So when it was happening, though, once the cop gets involved, you're like, okay, that wasn't good. But, like, when it was happening, were you like, is this okay?
He reacted so nonchalantly that it almost fooled me as a child.
That's what I was thinking.
I was just like, okay, I guess, whatever, sometimes you do that. I don't know everything about life.
Yeah, that's I mean, I totally get that, because with my dad, you know, he had some fun anger stuff, like, and so it took me a long time, like, you know, bad things would happen, especially like fights with the parents. That was like the really big trigger. Fights about parenting fights. Allison and I are in kind of our first like parenting tiff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
it's
fun.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Nice.
The thing is, God,
she's just right around the corner.
You have
ready to
so much trauma ready to fucking harpoon me through the wall.
You just get fucking whale cross.
But parenting stuff, like, your childhood is so wrapped up in you being a parent. There's all of this shit.
Your childhood is wrapped up in you being a parent? What do
yes,
you mean?
yes. I mean that all the shit you experience as a kid, you, like, internalize, and then when you're being a parent, like, part of you is, like, reliving, like, these childhood experiences.
Interesting.
And so... But the parenting stuff is there's so much, like, you have to, like, try and, disentangle, like, your pride, like, I'm a good father, I'm a good parent, like, you have to try and disentangle that.
Well, what's the tiff?
The tiff is about Binky.
Oh,
and not doing the Binky, and the doctor's the Binky's gotta go, and I'm like, cool, the Binky's gone. Binky's done. We're done with the Binky.
Yeah.
And so I started pulling the Binky. Well, in the morning, he'll sometimes throw, like, pretty brutal Binky tantrums.
Yeah, like he's ready for that Binky because he needs it. Yeah, he remembers this. He remembers
the Binky. Yeah. He remembers the Binky. And the thing is, in the mornings, I was locked down. I was like, "There's no Binky. No Binky. We're gonna go outside to distract you.
No Binky zone.
We're gonna play drums together. We're gonna watch shows. We're gonna play music. We're gonna do all this stuff. You're gonna get over the Binky eventually." Yeah. And he would. But occasionally, you know, he throws a huge long fit, and Al comes out like 30 minutes into it and is like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Why are you not fucking taking care of our son?"
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a real trick, and it's come to a head, and we are filing for divorce now. But no, it's tough. It's tricky. It's a pokey subject. Parenting is really. I think so far it's like one of the harder things we've had to deal with. Like
that makes sense. It's like the hardest thing possible.
Yeah. It's wild, and there's just such different opinions. Like I'm very much like let the kid walk on rocks. He doesn't need to wear a coat if he doesn't want to. Like if he gets cold outside, we'll bring him inside.
That's really bad parenting.
I don't think it is. I don't
the
think
rocks. I was like, sure, toughen the boy up, but he's gonna catch a pneumonia and die. Like he doesn't know he wants to wear a coat. Did you just say your 1.5-year-old doesn't have to wear a coat if he doesn't want to?
Accurate, yes. I did just say that.
So asinine.
It's not. It's literally not.
The fuck are you talking about?
Okay, how many times have you caught pneumonia from not wearing a coat?
I don't have a tiny little body.
Okay.
It's susceptible.
But
to
you did at some point. The catching a cold.
I wish I still did.
The catching a cold from not wearing a coat. See, now we're dealing with parenting and Brotherwife.
Okay, is this like a fucking hoax? Is this like a?
It's not a hoax.
Big conspiracy. People want you to pneumonia in children.
You don't have to worry
it's
about
not a big
cold.
deal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a parent, so I haven't looked into this. But I was.
For not being a parent, you had a pretty strong reaction.
I think you're just getting defensive. Because I think that is literally... That reminds me of the fucking movie Big Daddy, where he's like, let the kid do whatever he wants. He wants to eat 13 packets of ketchup for lunch. Like, he wants to call himself Frankenstein. Like, obviously, that's not the same thing, but like,
it's not the same thing at all.
That's what that reminded me of.
No,
like,
it's all about endurance and training endurance. The first time he walked on our pavement driveway...
I'm not talking about that. That I had zero problems with. I'm like, oh yeah, the boy rock on the rocks.
Sure, but it's the same thing extrapolated to a different thing, except you think that he's going to get pneumonia, so it's different for you. But it's not different from my perspective. The whole thing is, it's not like we're going on a 2-hour fucking hike in winter without a coat. Like when it's 32 degrees out, I put a coat on him.
Okay.
But when we go out in the morning, I'm not like you have to put a coat on. If he takes his coat off, he can have his coat off. He doesn't have to wear a hat. And like walking on the driveway, the first time he walked on the driveway, he was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Now the kid will dead sprint across the driveway.
Sure.
So it's like it's like
you're trying to train him to be the next Wim Hof, Iceman.
Yes.
You're like, if I can just little bit by little bit, essentially, we're going to have a step-up program where he's going to be running on lava rocks eventually.
By the time he's 6. Fresh, hot lava rocks. It's just learning to be comfortable being uncomfortable is super important, and I think it's something that we lost.
Yeah, but not when you're 1 fucking years old.
18 months. He's 18 months. 1.5.
It's just like
1.5.
You're fucking trying to David Goggins this kid when he's like not even goddamn 2 years old.
I'm not David Gogginsing him. If he takes his coat off, I don't force his coat back on. Is that David Gogginsing?
Okay, well, what about if
Parenting
he doesn't?
with Brotherwife,
what if he doesn't want to eat? What if he does? I mean, where does it end?
Where does it end? It ends with a 16-pound 6-year-old dying in a closet. Obviously,
let's talk more about Ray Charles. This is getting way too hot.
No. Do you think that I'm gonna fucking not feed my son? Like there's no,
obviously you're gonna feed your son, but like I was so behind you on the binky, the rocks. But when he started talking about he doesn't have to wear a coat if he doesn't want to, for some reason that really seems like such an overcorrection.
Wow. Okay.
Folks, below.
He's gonna raise a little pussy, and I'm gonna
raise
have
a
our
kid
kids
that survives.
We'll see.
Raise a kid that survives. Jesus Christ.
Hot takes on
Jesus
Brotherwife.
Christ. Dramatic footage shows shootout between bus driver and passenger.
Oh,
yeah, that's
is nice.
Good.
That's good.
Check this out, and they actually show the video, folks. You're gonna want to see this.
And you got the space bar?
Oh.
Oh fuck!
Look at this shit. Oh, god damn it!
See, how did the spacebar didn't work?
Yeah, folks. Soon this is gonna be all.
This is like one of the last in like 2 more streams.
Honestly though, check this out, because these motherfuckers are actually. I don't know how this bus driver has a gun, but look at this.
Oh my
god! Look at that! Yeah, the bus driver has a gun and a protective little shield thing. Ooh, I don't think that's the bus driver.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath. Oh, here we go. What we got going on right here? Okay. Oh, and then he tries to get in the bus driver's face, be like, okay, this is where we're going now. real quick, motherfucker. Let you know what's happening. I'm the driver of this bus now. And then there's some deliberation. They're talking. He's like, no, I'm continuing to be the driver of this bus. You're not the new driver. And then things get heated. Words are exchanged.
The words
heads
are
are bobbing. And then he's like, okay, well, let me just pull up my gat here because I will actually force you to do what I want. And then the other guy's like, well, I've got a gat too, and I'm going to force you, you motherfucker. God damn, did he shoot him and then open the bus door so he fell out? Oh, no. Okay, he's crawling back. He's crawling back. Okay. Wow. Dude, that's an empty-ass bus. That's scary.
That's really... it's scary for the bus driver in the beginning, but it's a
for
lot
the guy.
scarier for the guy.
Dude,
afterwards.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my god. Wow, that's really... You know what? Fucking a lot of these times where we go into the news, they always like say some shit and then they don't deliver on the video.
That one really delivered.
That really delivered.
That really delivered.
That.
Okay, so let's dive into it. Though. So the guy didn't fire the first shot.
Oh, wait, I didn't, uh-oh.
So the bus driver, I think, fired the first shot.
Let's see here. One second. For some reason, I just, closed that rather than diving into it.
You closed that tab. So basically, what I want to dive into is if somebody's brandishing a gun at you,
what can you do?
Can you fire the first shot? I wonder legally what are they saying?
I got to think you can.
Yeah.
I gotta think you can.
I gotta think you can. I think you should be able to. It's just such a pity. Escalation is such a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah. Well, you don't act like your rational self. You act like your reptilian self. You're just like, I'm going to survive and you're not, I guess. If it's gonna come to that. Newly released surveillance footage shows a dramatic shootout between a North Carolina public bus driver and a passenger while the bus was in motion. During an approximately 2-minute exchange, the passenger, identified by authorities as 22-year-old Omari Sharif Tobias.
There's a new Sharif
in town.
And it's the bus
can be
driver.
heard saying, I dare you to touch me. I'm going to pop your
ass.
In the footage released Friday by Cats. Tobias then walks away and can be seen pulling a firearm from his jacket pocket as 2 other passengers are visibly seated on the bus, both moving backwards towards the front door of the bus and turning their face to the driver. The driver, identified as David Fuller, then pulls out his own firearm and both exchange rapid gunfire. They were unable to determine who fired first. Multiple bullet holes can be seen in the transparent partition that separates the driver from the passengers. The driver then stopped the bus and left his seat as Tobias crawled his way toward the rear of the bus. The 2 bystander passengers had also quickly moved to the rear of the bus during the exchange of gunfire. The driver continued to fire his gun after the initial exchange. While standing in the aisle, he fired toward the rear of the bus where Tobias was ducking for cover. After Tobias and another bystander were able to open the rear door and exit, Fuller exited from the bus front door and fired at Tobias again. Both men were struck by gunfire in the shooting.
So, feels a little excessive, and here's where I have a big problem, especially there's 2 passengers at the back of the bus.
Yeah.
And you're just fucking wildfiring. You're driving like 40 miles an hour through a city wildfiring in a bus full of windows.
Right. But dude, here's the thing. When you're a public bus driver, you're almost waiting for that moment.
Yeah.
Like the other 2 passengers could fucking die. Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like when
you're taking a stand.
Dude,
you're
I see some of these fucking
bus
drivers. I will almost always take any bus driver's side in anything. They are broken individuals that make $80,000 a year.
Like, $80,000?
No, they're compensated like well. But
That's
they are broken in the fucking soul because, dude, the homeless, and not even the homeless, people just in public transport are just crazy.
Yeah.
Like people that just,
well, there's all these like defining, like when I'm hiring, right? Like my main thing, what's up, Stephanie? When I'm hiring, my main thing is, do you have a car, a functional car, a reliable vehicle, and a driver's license?
And it's not because of reliable transportation. It's like, are you a motherfucker that takes the bus?
Yeah, it's a screening question. And so, like...
I'm just kidding all those folks that want to take public transport. It's a great way.
Public transport is literally awesome. We just, our culture
We just have too many public miscreants.
We just have a failing culture and a dying community.
But, sorry, what were we saying?
And rampant drug addiction.
Was there...
The death of God.
We killed him.
What was I saying?
How about this? The cod is dead and we grilled it. I came up
I
with
like
that a
that.
couple years ago.
Okay, that's nice. Nice.
So,
The cod
folks,
is dead and we grilled
you
it.
can have that if you'd like. Cod is dead and we grilled it.
The cod is dead and we grilled it. Basically, you're running a screening question. You're running a screen. You're running a filter.
Okay, but are you really? I guess we can't. I don't want to get you into a lawsuit here, but are you actually discriminating?
No.
Okay.
No, you can ask that question. You can legally ask that
right,
question.
Right, but is your motive not like you want like actual just reliable transportation no matter what?
Yeah,
Yes,
it is a
okay.
great screening question
yeah.
too. But like, definitely,
Yeah.
I
Right.
we work at like 17 different buildings.
1000%.
The buses don't work. I've had two people. Hola, Ricardo.
Yo.
We got people popping in the chat. What's up, folks?
Popping
We
in the
love you.
chat
We love
right
you. We
now.
love you. Basically, you're as a bus driver. If somebody walks on the bus, there's a filter happening already. The filter is like, here is 90% of like functional people are like off of the roster.
Yeah.
And so you're left with the 10%. Now there's plenty of fine people that take public transportation.
Plenty of fine people.
But much higher odds that you're gonna get not fine people.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, and just get like, I mean, there's transfers, there's kerfuffles, there's people in wheelchairs that have to get on and off the bus.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young and I was taking the bus to work, nothing would make me angrier than being late for work and some fucking like, it made me feel bad because it's like some person who was so helpless. Some person who was like going to get milk and eggs and that's like their big thing for the next week. And they are like lowering the bus, letting them on, fucking getting them in their thing, strapping them in getting them positioned.
They've got like, what's it called? Kitsap Accessible. Or
They have a
whatever.
special one?
They have the ADA
In
bus.
Seattle, there's so many fucking people. I mean, they think they have that
They just
too, but
combo-
they've got to
they
do
combo
both.
it. They've
Yeah,
gotta
they got to do
both.
everything. Yeah.
I mean, that's great. It isn't fun when you're late for work.
It isn't
That's
fun
the thing
when you're
about being late for work, though.
Everything is not fun.
Everything is not fun, and you're just bad at being a human.
Oh, God.
And it's all your fault.
Being late is one of the worst fucking feelings.
Yeah.
And I had a dad that was in the military, so he'd always say, if you're on time, you're late.
Yeah.
And so even when I'm on time, I feel bad.
That carries through with you. It's
shitty.
a hard punch. My favorite thing is when somebody says traffic. Traffic. Everybody always says traffic. Oh, construction. Oh, traffic. And I say it too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I fucking say it too.
Yeah.
But I've tried really hard. If I'm late now, I just say, "Hey guys, sorry, running a little bit late."
You don't.
I don't do any excuses because the bottom line is
nobody cares.
I'm a fucking piece of shit and I left late.
Dude, the thing is, I take pictures of traffic. I don't send them often, but I have like 17 pictures of just horrific traffic I've been in just to be like, just
we've played that game a bunch. You've sent me pictures of traffic.
Have I?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I feel comfortable sending you pictures.
Sure.
Of traffic.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I'm not
Because
going to.
we're snakes.
'cause
I'm
we're
a snake.
snakes.
You're a
Yeah.
snake. We know we're
Dude,
snakes.
okay. This morning, so I sometimes to the brew, I'm like 5-10 minutes late, and like it honestly is a sense of shame for me. I don't like being late, and so especially to the brew. And so we just had this conversation the other day about, I was like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I'm gonna like not be late anymore. I'm gonna like leave early. And like this morning, I woke up earlier than I normally do. I tried so fucking hard not to be late. I just had a bunch of shit happen. It was Monday, then I had to bring my garbage out, then I had to move my garbage so I could get my car out. I had to change my laundry so it didn't get damp. Oh, I had to find this, find that. Oh, I left my socks in for work.
Here he
It was a
goes.
whole thing. So I'm like gonna be. I'm like I showed up
7,
5,
5.
4. Really, I showed up 4 minutes
4?
late. I showed up 4 minutes late.
I don't know if that's true. I looked and it was 9:04.
When
and
I
then
pulled
went...
in to the driveway, it was 9:04.
Okay.
On my phone.
I looked on my PC over here and I saw 9:04, and then I walked back, talked to Allison, walked back into the kitchen, started some tea, walked back in here, and then I heard you a little bit later. So when I said 9:07, that seemed pretty damn fair to me.
I pulled in at 9:04.
Did you fucking jerk off in the driveway for 3 minutes?
I needed a release.
It's a stressful morning. I
No,
walk
it
in
wasn't.
earlier and he's got a stress relief screensaver on.
Oh my god, dude! I was so stressed this morning. I've
stress,
been really going through it, guys. I've been going through it. You know, I won't get into details, but I have reached a point where I feel like I'm literally almost having a mental break. Like I'm literally like, I was in. So here's something funny.
Okay.
So sometimes when I get at my wit's end, I scream, and I've done this.
I love the screams.
I've done this maybe actually only like 5 times in my life. Really. Like, you witnessed one of them, or maybe two of them, but like
Okay.
I've screamed like uncontrollably, like probably less than 10 times.
Is it always in the car?
You know what? It almost always is in the car.
Yeah.
It almost is always in the car. That's interesting. So today,
Cars are bad for our mental health, I think.
so my girlfriend spent the night last night. She's leaving. I'm trying to get out of the fucking, house very quickly. And she's leaving, and I'm going the opposite way. I see her go the opposite way. The last couple of days have just been so much for me emotionally, and I've been trying to hold it together, and I am driving over here, and I know I'm going to be a little bit late. And even, like, 1 minute doesn't matter. Like, if I'm not here exactly 9, I failed my thing that I'm trying to do.
9:04. You did a good...
9:07. So, I'm literally, like, driving here, and I just start screaming. I just was like,
wow, it was a screaming bad morning.
Dude, I was screaming. I think I did my best scream session I've ever had. Ever.
I wish we had it recorded.
Ever. I was like gripping the wheel. I was screaming. I was like a baby or like a baboon. I was like, like I was screaming like I should be in a fucking movie. And
this guy's at the edge. We're reading violent news.
And I look in the back mirror, and my girlfriend had gone the opposite way, but somehow she had turned around, and I just noticed she's right behind me.
And can you see her facial expression?
I don't know, but I'm like, how could she not see me just babu screaming, almost like fucking like crashing into the car next to me?
Fuck.
And I wanted to call her and be like, hey babe, did you see?
Yeah, I got a fly in my throat. I was coughing super hard for a second there. It's weird. If I don't.
Because I'm trying to stay cool under pressure. I don't want her to know the turmoil that's, it doesn't, there's only certain amounts you want to share at certain times,
you want to give away.
And so I was like, I'm just going to pretend she didn't see it. I'm going to pretend I don't even see her. I'm just going to drive to TT's house and hope to not be late. And then I get into the Texaco to grab a Red Bull, and there's literally like 6 fucking like Mexican workers in line, like waiting to get. Like,
you got they took their morning.
They took their morning rush, and it happens to be when I just wanted to get a fucking Red Bull really quick.
So that may have pushed you over the edge,
dude. I was giving them the angriest looks for no reason. I was trying not to, but I was literally standing like this.
Yeah.
I was standing like this, like.
See, like this is where I wish whippets were not like dangerous.
Oh my god!
Imagine if there was something
if you
like
could just
Xanax.
take the edge off for like fucking 30 seconds,
exactly,
but not run the risk of being schizophrenic in 3 years.
Yeah. So that like Xanax is awesome, but it's like 4 hours. Like you don't really need 4 hours. If there's anybody out there that knows anything that operates like Xanax and lasts 3 minutes, hit me up.
I think screaming. I did feel a tiny bit better, but I mean, honestly, just deep breaths. Deep breaths are better.
Wim Hof.
Yeah, deep.
I've been doing some. I did a couple Wim Hofs. I did a couple Wim Hofs. It's weird. It's basically like a whippet.
It does get you on that level.
Like
a
whippet.
It's a natural whippet. It is a natural whippet. Anyway, so I didn't want to share that on the Brew, but I was like, this is the fucking Brew, baby.
It's the Brew.
We're bringing our life into your world, or our world into your life. Whatever.
I'm trying to think if I've had some mental breakdown moments in the last little while.
A little bit.
The Wuz Brewin has like suppressed everything for me.
Yeah.
So like the last 4 days, I've kind of been detoxing off of it. I'm taking less than half of what I was.
You feeling better?
I'm feeling a little bit. I had to go on like a spontaneous run the other morning.
I get that.
I had to go on a spontaneous run because the whole fire in the body, the skin is I hate it. But I'm trying to think the last good freak out I had. I mean, I'll break shit and scream.
Really?
Yeah, but
That's
it's been a long time.
I don't think I've ever seen that from you. I mean, I've heard of it.
I pretty much do it alone.
Yeah.
I exit the situation and go I took a big axe and just tore a TV apart with it.
Really?
Destroyed it. Yeah.
When was that?
I tore. That was like
that had to feel good.
That was like 10
that had to
years
feel
ago.
good.
Yeah.
Did you take the sharp edge or the blunt edge?
Both. I
Yeah.
cycled through, and then I went and cut. I cut my way through part of my fence too. I just like cut down a fence with an axe. Yeah.
Where was this?
This was at the house across from the junior high.
Oh, nice.
In that there was a week where I was really wilding.
Yeah.
In that same week, I literally just tore my entire countertop.
No, I remember that. That I do remember.
Fucking top.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great. It was great.
Oh man.
What else have I done? I guess not too much of that. I've broken a car pretty good one time when I was angry.
Broken a car?
Yeah, it was an old fucked up car. It was an old fucked up car.
You just
didn't run.
smashed it
Just
up?
smashed it. Yeah, sledgehammer. It was fucking super cathartic.
We should run a business that's like a rage break rooms. That is a thing, but like that's actually a good name. Break room. Take a break from your life.
Oh my god! Wait, that's a great.
And just come bust up this car.
Yeah,
we'll give you bottles you can throw at your friends.
We've literally got the property. We've got the property.
Breaks. We should have a break stuff bonanza where it's just an event where you can come and break stuff and you pay. There's a sliding scale. If you can't afford it, you can just come and break, ship it free if you really need it. Show us a pay stub.
There's like pay stubs, and you can nominate people for free break.
You can sponsor people for free breaking.
Well, I think what you do is you do it in those you see like the meeting room trailers for like construction places.
Yeah,
we like get one of those out at the property, but it's like towable, so we could like bring it to like a carnival, and then you have a break room carnival, like the family pack break room. You fucking hate your kids. Right. Your kids fucking hate you. Break some shit together.
Bond together. Instead of breaking your relationships, break our stuff.
Break our stuff. Every third one somebody dies in
somebody
there.
Dies, but then that's actually cathartic. Yeah, that's actually helpful because then it helps those families remember the meaning. Why it's all important.
Why is it so important?
Why is it so important? And it's like, wait, you killed your own son.
You killed your own son.
Yeah.
So many people killing their kids.
Love that break room.
So many people killing or trying to kill their own kids.
It's fucked, bro.
Yeah, it's hard to be a parent. I will say, like, damn, it's hard to be a parent. Single parents, I'm not going to give them a pass on killing their own children, but I will give like
you understand a little bit more.
A memorandum of understanding.
Yes.
Yeah, which is an MOU, which is a business term that I did not know until recently. It's basically a contract that's not a contract.
It's just like there's something like that too.
We're going to do this for you, I guess.
Promissory note. A promissory note's kind of the same thing. It's like, I promise.
I promise.
Yeah. It doesn't really have that much like...
Can't take it to court.
Yeah.
Can't take it to court.
Yeah, I promise. It's basically like the promise bracelets of business.
Sure,
I'm not going to betray you or hurt you.
Yeah.
But much like most promise bracelets, I will betray you and hurt you. It's a promissory note.
I am going to try and fuck you.
But I'm going
to wait for a little while.
I'm going to wait a little bit.
I'm going to wait for a little while. So here's a promissory note.
But if I have my way, you're getting fucked.
Okay, so what do we got here?
Okay, so here, I want you to... I'm going to say something really quick, and you just give me first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Cleveland 19 News receives a bomb threat against 5 Targets, the Target stores, as stores face...
Wow, that's convenient.
As stores face...
5 Targets, Target. 5 Targets.
Can I read the headline?
Yeah.
Can I read the headline? As stores face LGBTQ plus controversy. So when I say that, what do you think? What's the thing that you think happens here? It's probably like, who do you think probably is doing these bomb threats here?
Well, I would say probably a member of the LGBTQ community.
Okay, so you got it. Wow.
I did get it, yeah.
Because when I see a headline that's the Cleveland 19 News receives bomb threat against 5 Targets as stores face LGBTQ plus controversy, I've got to think that's like,
a
white guy or a Mexican guy, or definitely not part of the LGBTQ plus community. But I believe as this is a developing story, but they received the threat at 12:19, and there was a email that was put out in the public here. Target is full of blank cowards who turned their back on the LGBT community and decided to cater to the homophobic right-wing redneck bigots who protested and vandalized their store. We won't stand idly by as far right continues to hunt us down. We are sending you a message. We placed a bomb in the following targets. 4200 Kent Road, Stowe, Ohio. 5584 Dressler Road. They've got 5 targets here. I'm not going to dox all these targets.
I think that's a good move.
We will continue to bomb your targets until you stop cowering and bring back your LGBT merchandise. We will not be erased. We won't go quietly. So this is just This is really
I
flipping
feel
it on
like we
its head
need some
here.
backstory. I feel like we need the backstory for like what exactly happened. How did the redneck bigots win?
Right. Let's see. God, there's so much here, but let me see if I can get through it. So,
were there any bombs? I feel like there weren't any bombs.
Okay, so here's the thing. I see one news story that's saying this, and then the next news story, as I was looking for news this morning, it says law enforcement determines Target bomb threat was a hoax. So, it is a hoax, and we're let's see here. As the email from a man claiming to have put several bombs in the Target locations was false. The man sent an email to a news station in Cleveland saying he put bombs in the Target locations due to retailers' choice and decision to pull Pride Month merchandise after some employees were threatened and displays were knocked over. Okay, so maybe there was some rowdiness that happened. Some of the stores were evacuated as the threat was investigated. Shoppers have said they're disappointed by the entire situation. I stand behind Target selling whatever merchandise they'd like, said Justin Wallenick. I always enjoy actually seeing all the LGBTQ plus stuff they have. I'm not really shocked, I guess, but hearing that is unfortunate.
That's just sometimes you just get little interview segments that are just they're nothing.
Right.
They're like,
right.
We've got to have somebody say something in this, and we can't get a hold of any like primary individuals involved, so they just pick a man on the side of the road on their way to work on Friday,
right,
to like get the story out.
Right.
So did you hear about that whole Target thing? What did you think about it?
Just a person on the side of the road.
Yeah, Target's cool, I guess. I like whatever they do. It's weird. What you're talking about is weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically what it is.
I'm trying to find, like, what actually happened to make this...
This is the problem with news. They're missing a lot of pieces of information.
They're missing a lot of information.
So, basically what you've got is, they pulled LGBTQ stuff. We're going to assume an LGBTQ person did this, but we don't really know at this point. Somebody said, we're going to bomb all your stores because you pulled the LGBTQ stuff. I mean... Oh, man. How do I feel about that? I feel like... That made a lot more sense like 7 years ago.
What do you mean?
Pulling
the LGBTQ stuff?
No, like doing crazy shit like a bomb threat in order to keep LGBTQ stuff on the street.
Sure.
It's like, but I guess you know what? I live in Seattle. I live in Washington.
Yeah. This is
the
Ohio.
war is still real. The war is still
Ohio.
real in some places.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I don't know. It's fucking Target. Who gives a fuck? Like, don't shop at Target.
Yeah.
Don't fucking How is Target at the epicenter of all news? Like, Targets were getting, like, raided. Is Target behind everything?
Doing something here.
Always
Target
in
is always
you see,
in the
like,
fucking
fucking
news.
Target is at the center of all these goddamn controversies.
Well, and I just love Target. I will bomb 5 Targets. So it's like who's on first? It's like who's on first. So what are your targets? Target is my target. Okay, so where are you targeting? Targets.
I mean, the thing
plural
is,
targets.
I don't even think that Target really cares about LGBTQ plus people. Like, I really don't feel that they do.
They're a corporation.
I think that they're just trying to get like some hot merchandise sold.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like fucking be culturally relevant. And now clearly they're pulling it here because in this small microcosm, they've received flack. So they're like, oh, we can't actually make money here, so we're not gonna.
I think
it's all about money.
Yeah, exactly. It always is. What you always wind up with. It's important to remember that a corporation is like just a huge group of people, right?
Sure.
And so you're gonna have some people inside of the corporation that do care about LGBTQ, and you're gonna have some people that don't like LGBTQ, and then you're gonna have some people who just really, really want to make money.
Right.
And that's most of the important decision-making people just really, really, really want to make money. And like making money is like a lot of different things. Like my business has grown, like you start to learn that like making money is really important, but like not losing money is really important.
Yeah, well,
it's all about
maintaining a brand.
Maintaining a brand,
absolutely.
right? And reducing liability is a huge part of it too.
Right.
Like when you're like, okay, how many square feet of Targets are there in the United States? 180,000 square feet of Targets for people to be inside of. How many people cut off their toe on accident with a butcher knife they could drop? How many people knock over an LGBTQ display? How many people bomb Targets? Which Target? The Target. So when they're taking actions like this, it's kind of a black box. It's really hard to tell. Are they protecting money? Are they producing more wealth? Are they following trends? Are they adhering to their brand? It's just fucking impossible to know. And so you just kind of have to go like, well, thank God sometimes in order to make money, they have to do good things.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's kind of where like managing businesses, like you literally have to make an environment where they have to take care of people to make money. And that's like, and how does that happen? I don't know. People refuse to spend money at places that you know, use cheap labor in China, child labor, and don't take care of their employees.
Okay. So the threats came amid Target, a national corporation, pulling some of its LGBTQ merchandise due to the intense backlash from customers who tipped over displays. But then later it just says, and that's the only thing, it just tipped over displays. But then it says, according to reports, some Pride merchandise, after customers threatened employees and even knocked over displays, was moved to the back of the store in some southern stores. After the...
For more than 10 years, Target has shown its support of the LGBT.
Okay, well here, maybe we can get a little something.
Pride Month displays. Target says since introducing this year's collection, this experienced threats impacting team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work. There have been some violent confrontations forcing Target to take action to keep employees safe. In a statement, a Target spokesperson said, given these volatile circumstances, we are making adjustments to our plans, including...
Okay. I don't know if this is going to be very fruitful.
It's not fruitful.
It's just funny. It just makes me think of like... It just makes me think of, I don't know, how Coke is... I mean, this is basically...
Coke or Anheuser-Busch.
What is Target? I mean, I don't know if Target operates in like, you know, Saudi Arabia or whatever, but like Coke, like they'll have like Pride Parade floats here and they'll be like, you know, embracing like LGBTQ+, but they're not doing that in other markets. Sure. And so it's just, and these, I mean, it's just, I don't know. You gotta play to the people that are giving you money, I guess, but it also is piggybacking on all the stuff that you're just saying. Yeah. Like, it's just...
It's tough. I think it's tough to live in a world that's so like divided. Like the United States is just so...
It's tough to talk about it without feeling like you're going to get
Yeah!
canceled. This is can we just address how afraid I am right now?
Yeah, and it's good that you're afraid. If you weren't afraid, you would have fucked up.
I don't want to be afraid, though. It's not good that I'm afraid.
You only have to be afraid for like a couple years until we can create our own brand, and then we can say whatever.
All right, you guys, we're coming, and we're going to bomb some fucking Targets.
We're going to bomb some fucking
Targets.
And
because we want to.
But our targets are like trees in the woods. Our targets are like trees in the woods or like open fields, like areas where it's just fun to like do fireworks, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's
you're on a fucking NSA list now. We're going to bomb some targets.
All I'm saying is I feel like Target is got a great marketing team, and I wouldn't be surprised if Target sleeper cells were in the Target.
Sure.
Doing the shit. Just
they're in the news all the fucking time.
Why is Target so prevalent?
I've heard about Target more than I've heard about... The only time I hear about Walmart anymore is when someone gets shot in it. Maybe Walmart's doing the same thing. They're fucking just shooting people in Walmart.
Walmart's
like the pregnant woman.
Got blanks and blood packets.
Crisis actors. Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
We're at 102 here, folks. What are we working on? Right now we're working on a hype reel that we're going to be releasing in a little bit. It's going to get you hyped. We're going to try
It's going to be 90 seconds of fucking thunder.
Yeah. Blood, gore, sex, violence.
We're really excited about it.
Music. There's some music in there too. There's some snake racing.
There's some snake racing.
There's a lot of shock collars.
It's going to be shocking. It's going to be a good experience. We're playing July 8th. Oh, really quick. When is your vacation starting? Because we got invited to play the Bird Bones EP release, but it's July 15th.
I think that's in the middle of my vacation.
Oh, Bird Bones, we love you so much. I would love to play it, but TT is unfortunately not committed to the band. So
yep, not committed to the band.
Kidding. No, this boy works very hard. He needs a vacay. He really doesn't need.
It's July when?
15th. Are you gonna be gone? Bird Bones.
It's potentially possible.
Wait, really?
My vacation starts on the 16th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Bird Bones, we're going to see how committed Tyler is to the band.
Yes. We're going to see how committed Tyler is to the band. Tyler's going to talk to his wife.
The thing is, this boy deserves and needs a vacation. We jest around here, and, you know.
We have a lot of fun. Hold me up. So, we're working on a hype reel for you guys. Just a quick reminder, holy shit, we appreciate you so much.
We love you that are commenting, watching.
we are on Spotify now. Today we're gonna be uploading the rest of our stuff. So we're gonna have all of these on Spotify right now, and we sure would appreciate some support over there. You can listen to it audio only. You can get caught up. Re-listen to your favorite episodes. Listen twice, and we're gonna be making a big push on YouTube. So the battle to get monetized on YouTube, it is no fucking joke, folks.
Yeah.
It is really, really hard. It is really, really tricky. And so what we're gonna be working on is rolling out a bunch of 3-minute videos that are not actually live, that every fucking minute
Podcast
you watch
clips.
really, 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 really helps.
Yeah.
So your viewership on YouTube is fucking absolutely huge. We really appreciate it.
Just turn the playlist of the Brew on, and then just go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Put it on mute.
Mute it. Cast a dim light onto your ceiling while you sleep at night. You're gonna pick up what is it called?
Mannerisms.
You're gonna pick up
mannerisms.
somatic knowledge from us while you sleep. But yeah, the viewership on YouTube really, really helps. We're offering Spotify subscriptions now, so if you do want to support with a little bit of ka-chang, that would be fucking
$3
awesome.
a month.
Less than a cup of coffee.
Less than a cup of coffee.
Less than a cup of coffee.
$3 a month.
$3 a month. That's
So, I mean,
So if you're
decide.
vibing with it, it's honestly at this point for a little while, it'll just mostly be an emotional prop. It'll be like, oh,
Yeah, we got one subscriber,
we
and
got a subscriber.
that was one of the best days of my life.
Yeah.
That was like so fun.
It's really nice.
That was
It's
one of the
really nice.
moments where I was like, man, building this is very fun.
It is
It's
fun.
stressful,
It is
but it's
fun.
really fun.
So we fucking love you guys. Check us out on all our platforms. See if you want to help us rack up some fucking hours so we can maybe make a little bit of money from this and start bringing it to you more. If you got any feedback, if you're feeling a certain way, if you want to see more violence directed at children, let us know. If you
Yeah.
want to see less, don't let us know.
And let us know, should a 1.5-year-old
Should a
get
1.5-year-old
to choose whether or not they wear their jacket in the cold winter where it's snowing? I think the videos have to be unmuted for the view count.
put it in the
Fuck!
living room? Charge your phone in the living room.
Turn it really, really low then.
Or just watch us.
Or just watch it. Just watch it.
Or
Watch
just
it.
watch
Watch
it.
us in the shower.
Watch us in the shower.
Sometimes I watch videos in the shower and I feel like, does this make me a bad person? I don't know.
A little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
Something about it feels trashy.
Nowhere near as bad as me for not forcing myself.
No,
to wear it.
I'm calling CPS after we do this brew.
I thought you already called them. I hear sirens. Okay, guys. It's
We
been
love ya.
fucking awesome.
Thank you for sticking around with us. We're trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
We're gonna figure out what the and also a podcast. There, I got it.
Dude!
I got it.
Dude! Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay,
hell
we
yeah,
love you
hell
guys.
yeah.
We'll see you
We
on
love ya.
Friday.